Welcome back. This is the second and last episode from Lucca, and today we have our first guest from Serpentarium. That is an Italian company that they produce and publish great role-play game. With us, we have one of the authors.
Nice to meet you.
We will talk in Italian just for a while because it will be much more easy for both of us, but in the same time, you have the subtitle in the video. So, let's go. Ciao.
Ciao.
Allora, prima di tutto, grazie per essere con noi, per spiegarci l'arrivo di questo giocone. Spiegaci un po'. Questo Dungeon Crawler.
Allora, questo è un gioco un po' diverso da quelli che facciamo di solito,
Ok.
perché appartiene tecnicamente alla categoria dei roll and write, che sono dei giochi in cui si tirano dadi per determinare proceduralmente l'esito di un'avventura.
Fantastico, ci piace.
Ovviamente è un dungeon crawler, come dice il titolo, e si interpreta una compagnia di 4 eroi che devono addentrarsi all'interno di un dungeon creato proceduralmente, ricordiamolo.
Ok.
Quindi stanze, corridoi, contenuto, è tutto determinato casualmente e progressivamente, secondo una dinamica ben precisa e prestabilita. La particolarità di Dungeon Crawler è che unisce gli elementi del libro game e del videogioco da tavolo al gioco roll and write.
Wow.
Quindi se avete giocato a grandi classici come Eye of the Beholder e Dungeon Master, questa è la cosa che più somiglia a quei vecchi e gloriosi titoli degli anni 80-90, ovviamente al tavolo.
Bellissimo. Tutto ciò è
Per
bellissimo.
noi sì, cioè, devo dire siamo molto felici perché questo è il quarto giorno di fiera e c'è stata una grossa risposta,
un ottimo responso.
Piace molto anche il formato, la 5 cartonato.
Senti, una curiosità, lo so che magari è troppo presto però è uscito adesso il gioco, ma
Sì.
c'è previsione di eventuali espansioni, di eventuali moduli,
Allora, la cosa di cui siamo molto molto fieri è che il gioco, come tutti i nostri giochi, ha una pagina Facebook dedicata, un gruppo Facebook dedicato, e hanno già iniziato chi l'ha comprato a proporre le loro mappe, ma proprio dal primo giorno di acquisto.
È fantastico.
Quindi noi ovviamente continueremo a curare questa linea se la linea avrà modo di darci questo tipo. Per ora siamo molto contenti e quindi la possibilità c'è.
Vi lascio qualsiasi link riguardante Serpentarium e Dungeon Crawler sui gruppi Facebook e quant'altro nel box descrittivo qui sotto, quindi non vi preoccupate, troverete tutto quanto. Ultima domanda e poi ti lascio tornare al tuo lavoro.
Tranquillo.
Previsioni di eventuali traduzioni in lingue straniere?
Può darsi. Allora noi siamo, diciamo, attori che si muovono prevalentemente nello scenario italiano. Però
si dovesse presentare un'occasione, qualcuno
siamo
interessato,
assolutamente aperti a qualunque tipo di riflessione o considerazione.
Quindi signori, chiunque è all'ascolto, chiunque di voi abbia intenzione, sia interessato a pubblicare in lingua straniera, inglese, francese, spagnolo, il loro gioco,
sì, ma potremmo anche pensarci
chissà,
noi con il partner giusto.
Esattamente. Quindi ti ringraziamo, non vediamo l'ora di mettere le mani sul gioco e di provarlo e di testarlo. Grazie ancora e buona fiera. A presto.
Have a nice one.
If you remember in the first episode, I passed in front of a very interesting game that I don't know nothing about. So today I decided to come back to the booth of Autori, that is here from Holo Press, ciao, and try to explain you what is Born Forest, the new game, okay? And have a seat and relax because it's in English, it's an English language, so be ready. Okay, Autori, can you explain what we're talking about?
Yeah, so
Born Forest.
in a few words, Born Forest is a skirmish warband game, more or less in the tradition of Mordheim.
Yeah.
We are living in a so-called never-ending swamp, which is a decaying and rotting world where our creatures, the inhabitants, fight against each other.
Very dark and green.
Very dark.
We love it.
Grim dark. We are 100% grim dark.
Nice.
We have these creatures, the inhabitants of the swamp, fighting each other between clans to control the main resources of our world.
Wow.
The main resource is the bile,
Okay.
which is being gifted by the bone trees.
Okay.
The
Can you
greatest...
show us maybe a couple of...
Sure, let's have a look at the minis.
Okay, guys. Take it, please. Yes.
Here is one of the major
Look
bone
at
trees.
this miniature. After the talk with Turi, we will take a look to the miniatures and to the box, so you will have an idea about what we are talking about.
Yeah, remember that all minis are hand sculpted and hand crafted by our amazing artist Helge Willem Dahl.
Awesome. So if someone want to buy your game, they can go on your website.
Absolutely.
Or
Okay. We will sell the game.
I will leave you the links in the box description below.
We will sell the game starting mid-November from our website, HoloPress website.
Okay.
But we can also have a quick look at the content of the box, so you know what we're talking about.
I will absolutely, yes. So here we are. Look at this gorgeous box. Okay, we have a mat, a game mat. Okay, let me see. Nice. This is huge. The quality of the material are stunning. Really, really good. Look at this. Nice. And now we go on the interesting part, miniatures.
Of course, all mini are already...
Yeah, sure. Are resin casted, right?
Absolutely.
I will show you the miniature from the showcase. Yes. These are the miniatures included in the box. And here we go, the book. As I told you before, it's in English language, so it would be a good option for you guys to buy an Italian, total Italian product in English and ready to be played all over the world. Cards, game cards, dice, as I presume. Yes, dices. The game system is based on D8, right?
Yeah, totally D8 based.
Yeah? And what is it?
These are the tiles.
Tiles.
All the tiles and terrains.
Perfect. So guys, seriously, this is an amazing box. So Turi, I would like to say thank you for your time. Hope to see you really soon, and go ahead. So we are here again on the HoloPress booth with Helge.
Hi.
Helge is the sculptor of, can I see?
Yeah, of course. So I'm the sculptor of miniatures for the Bone Forest game, released by HoloPress. And yeah, this one is not in the box, it's something I'm working on now for possible expansion or something. But
Wow.
yeah, they're all done in this way. And
So, just a little curiosity, I think it's the same curiosity that all of them they have. Where you took your inspiration?
oh, well, I mean, it's difficult to say. I think a lot. One thing that's very cool, I need to show.
Yeah, sure. He's grabbing some miniatures.
Miniatures here.
Yeah.
Started the whole thing, which are like the bone forests.
Yes.
Like the bone trees.
Okay.
They are made from actual bones.
Wow.
So the original of these, before I cast them in resin, is that they come from a pig's bone, and then I just sculpted the lower part. With
And it's your first project for an Italian company? Or?
Yeah. I've never worked with these guys before. I've done a lot of stuff for myself.
Do you have a website where we can see
I
your
have
stuff?
an Instagram account.
So I will leave you the link in the box description below. You can go on his page and take a look to his stuff.
Great.
So guys, we say ciao to Helge. Thanks again for staying with us, and congratulations, because really awesome. Really awesome stuff. Thanks.
Right.
Ciao.
See you.
Fabio.
Hi there.
You don't know, okay guys, you don't know where we are. In this moment we are in the Asmodee booth.
Yeah.
And we are guests of one of the coolest person that I know.
I cannot imagine the others. So,
no, seriously. Can you introduce yourself to our viewers?
I'm Lorenzo.
Yeah.
I work for the Asmodee. At the moment you can see me at the exhibition, but I work as a main editor for most of our games for gamers, such as most of the Fantasy Flight lines, so the Arkham Horror ones, Lord of the Rings.
Nice. Really good titles.
Yeah.
And you work for even on Dungeons and Dragons for a while, like translating.
We were translating it. At the moment, Wizard of the Coast has taken back all the localization.
Yeah.
But we are still, Dungeons and Dragons is still in our heart, you know. So
we know what you mean. So, can you talk about your last new baby that is called?
We're talking about chronically the Avels, which is the Chronicles of Avil.
Yep.
And
it's available in English too, or just in Italian?
It's available in English too.
Awesome.
And this is the game that won the Game of the Year in Lucca here.
Yeah.
So it's not a very complex game, but it's really interesting because it's a co-op game.
Wow.
For up to 4 people.
Okay.
And as you can see,
yes.
the map is made with hexagons, so you can compose the map. And we have some turn before the eclipses.
Okay.
And as the Berserk show us, the eclipse is always bad.
Okay.
So what happened? A huge beast will rise and we try to reach the castle.
Nice.
So we have an amount of turn to empower, to upgrade ourselves, our equipment, but also all the villages, like some fortifications around the castle, and we can ask the help of the elves that can build siege as well.
You need to follow a little bit of tactic.
Yeah, because it's a very cooperative. So if you are very strong, but all the other players are weak, you will not be the best option.
And what about betrayal? I mean, you can betray your...
Actually, no, this is a full cooperative game. So
super friendly game.
Yeah, cool. It's a very cool game, and the expansion is going to arrive soon.
Okay, this is the other question. You will have an expansion for this game?
We will have expansion, which will introduce other kinds of enemy, of rules, and obviously equipment. But as it is, as a standalone game, it's still complete, so you do not need to wait for the expansion. It's very, very economic for all the things that are inside. It's 34, and he has lots of tokens, dice, and such, so it's really, really cool.
Nice.
And if you want to talk about a little more gamer game, we can find... Okay, so we were saying a little more gamers game, game for gamer. So maybe you already know Twilight Imperium.
Wow.
Twilight Imperium is...
It looks really interesting.
It's the most huge sci-fi game.
Okay.
And this is we can call it a spin-off because the setting, the lore is the same. So if you already play Twilight Imperium, you will find the same
lore,
the same section, the same technology, the same planets, obviously. But this is Twilight Inscription, and it is a roll and write game.
Wow, nice. One
of the most big roll and write game that I know at the moment, but it's very, very cool. So you can play with this box. You can play up to 8 players.
Oh wow!
But joining 3 box, you can play up to 24 players.
Jesus!
And the best part is that the length of the game will not rise up because the turns are doing simultaneously. So even if you are a lot of game or 4 players, the game still take the same amount of time.
Amazing.
I don't know, maybe you know, maybe you don't know if you also are a video game player.
Oh yeah. Of course. I'm a nerd.
We are in charge of the localization of...
Features?
No. The video game.
Oh, the video game?
Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 is gonna show up in 2023.
What?
And it will be translated in Italian by Asmodee.
Okay.
So
now we are super happy about this news. Now we are super excited. Now we want the copy of the game. Now you come with us and you tell us more about
I can imagine lots of the players who are already playing in early access are waiting for the big release, which should have come in 2022, but it will probably reach next year. But it's really a massive game.
Man.
I'm working on it since we're probably speaking about a project with more than 2 million words. So it's massive, it's huge. And
So all the Italian viewers that you are connected right now,
we are working for you. And we will
wait.
do our best for sure.
Okay, I would like to say thank you so much for
you,
staying with
Gab. It's
us.
always a pleasure.
Thanks again, and
Bye, guys.
see you really soon.
Good, I wait for you.
Bye bye.
Allora inizi con Lisbeth l'erborista. Ok. Lisbeth ha nome, oro, sempre quando soldi da una parte, status 0, una popolare. Il fato sono dei punti che puoi spendere per fare 6 soldati, fondamentalmente. Vigore, destrezza, mente, carisma, volontà e prontezza, sono i tuoi punteggi. Tutti i tiri del gioco sono così, confronti il tuo punteggio contro la difficoltà o contro il punteggio della persona che c'è davanti.
Here we are. Now, for the first time of the channel, we have finally guest here. We have Andreas Filigoi, that is the author and the mind back to the Ganesha games. Probably you heard about a game called 4 Against Darkness, and yes, he's the author. So we know that here in this GameCon, you will introduce your last game to the people of the fair. And you want to talk about the game just a little bit?
Yeah.
A couple of games actually.
Yeah. We have a couple of games. We have a couple of new projects that are getting near to the publishing stage. I am playtesting the last rounds of playtesting of Eldritch Wood, which is a single-player narrative game about a medieval village which is under siege by some supernatural forces.
Okay.
And it's an unusual game because it's a solo game, but you don't play a single character, but you play a cast of 36 characters.
36 characters, wow!
Yeah, there is a mechanism in the game where you start with a random character and then through the rules of the game you move to another. So you become like the director of a TV serial and you move your camera from one character to another according to the scene. For example, if I am doing an investigation about some murder mystery in town, I will use the character which is the smartest or has the best chances. But of course this character sooner or later will have to involve someone else. He will need, for example, to have some sort of stronger character for fighting, or maybe he needs.
So you will handle your group of characters in order to achieve your.
And sometimes in the game you also want to create rivalries, or it ends up that you are running a character who discovers that he can be happy only with a woman who by chance is the lover of his best friend. So there is all sorts of,
there is a lot of
options and intrigue. Yes, it's not a quick game because it's supposed to be played over a long period of time. It's not exactly a journaling game, but if you want to keep a journal, you can surely do it, because you play with a planner, with a book, like with dates.
What's the
and
material? What's the material that you suggest to use for the game?
You need the book. You will need a couple of dice. And you need one planner, and plus print out of the summaries of all characters. So just print out of characters with all the stats.
Like an agenda.
So
when you think that the game will be available for?
I hope to have it available around Christmas. I'm not sure yet because I am doing a lot of different stuff. I'm also working in other areas of publishing. I cannot speak about this thing because I also work.
Top secret project for now.
I can say that I work with a publisher of children's books together with my wife, who is now starting a career as an illustrator and writer of children's books.
Oh, nice.
So we also are working with another publisher. So we are kind of split between different publishing schedules and so on. Here in Lucca, my Italian publisher of games, MS Editori, has made available the latest book in For Against Darkness, which is called Colpo di Scena.
Yes, it's so cool. Guys, seriously, it's such a great add to your game.
Yeah, it's basically the first volume in the Twisted series, what we call Twisted series. It adds a lot of twists to the most common encounters in the game.
Okay.
And it's actually, like it often happens with the Italian books, it's a collection of material from more than one book.
Wow.
So the Italian books are a different version, are like collection of two smaller books, or sometimes one book gets split in two different publications and so on. So every publisher, For Against Darkness has been sold also in other countries. For example, I've been heard that in Poland, where the game is very successful, the Polish publisher wants to make big, thick books with lots of supplement in only one book and so on.
Really nice.
So every market has a different needs.
So you think that Eldritch Wood, it would be available in Italian and in English?
No, I'm speaking only for English for the moment. For Italian, I have to see what my Italian.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll see what happens. I cannot speak
because
they didn't see it yet. So.
Right. So the last answer about the other game that you have.
Yes, the other game is a miniature game, as people know.
Game, right?
It's a skirmish game. It's written by a Spanish author, which is at the first.
That is a rock.
He's a rock musician, Paul Fuentes.
Nice.
Yes, and he wrote this amazing narrative skirmish game, which has you run a small warband of warriors. What is nice is that the game focuses on the why and how and the motivation of your little army men to discover what they are, who they are, why they are doing what they are doing. Why?
Really intriguing.
Yes, it creates a narrative campaign around the characters with just some series of choices and dice rolls. For the game, the game itself is played with a deck of poker cards. It's very, very simple, very, very quick. One game sometimes can be over in 20.
No dice,
it's
just
totally diceless. The combat, the movement, everything is diceless.
How long the match can take? I mean,
20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Wow,
it's very quick.
It's very quick. And you can use your sceneries, your terrains, whatever you want.
Yes, I would say that the 60 by 60 centimeter mat with some terrain is enough to play. You need about 6 figures per player, something like that.
When you think that
it's also totally playable as a solo game.
Okay.
So you can
play by yourself.
You can play by yourself, or you can play with an opponent. And of course, when you play with an opponent, the opponent draws the cards and plays them in the most strategical way. And there is another system which is used when you play against yourself.
Okay.
But anyway, it's totally playable as solo.
When you think we can put our hands on this game?
In early months of 2023 for sure, because this game has been waiting for for too long in the publishing queue. Unfortunately, I am 1 year behind with my publishing plans because I was living in Ukraine yes, my wife is Ukrainian and I was living in Kharkiv where I still have a house. I bought a house there actually.
We don't want to enter in. The most important thing is that you guys are fine and your family is
we are fine, but still we are very much involved because we are helping people in Ukraine, and so a lot of our time is taken by our helping our family, helping friends, sending stuff to Ukraine.
I saw on the social that you are very involved in
yes,
helping
I
people.
don't post everything that we
No,
do
no,
because I don't want to bore people
Absolutely,
with.
yes. No, but you know, it's.
Yeah, it's our life.
Yes,
it's
yes.
It's a very important part of our life. So anyway, we are living in Italy. We are safe. Everything is fine. Our relatives, our family are still in Ukraine. We try to help them as much as possible.
I'm so happy that you are here with us this year. Finally, you can come back in Italy.
I was really missing Lucca. I've been in Lucca for more than, I think it's my 21st time in Lucca, something like that. Yeah.
You are part of the con.
Yeah. I know.
So we wish
everyone I see around is familiar faces.
Absolutely, yes, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So we wish you all the best, to you, to your wife, to your country, to your games, to your project, and we will wait in all of your new games as soon as possible. So ciao, and thanks again for coming with us. Ciao. Here we are. We are at the end of Lucca Comics and Game, at least for me. You know that I have a family. I have 3 kids, 1 wife, that I wanna say ciao to them. Ciao. So it's time to come back to home and put together all the inspiring things that I saw during these days and try to figure out the next projects, of course, after Joe Manganiello's Tower and other things that I'm working right now. So thank you for watching, thank you for staying with me in this little but I hope cool journey here in Lucca. Please subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment in the box below, and I'll see you in the next.